Michin taking the fight to Jax. Nia, though, Samoa drop through the...
If you come at the king, you best not miss.
Acknowledge us.
Hey, this is the Red Carpet Ring featuring TBK, the Turnbuckle King. We are here. We're here talking about the SmackDown before Bash and Berlin that will be going on later today. We'll cover the recent episode of WWE SmackDown. Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens friendship tested before Bash and Berlin. That is the main agenda of what this SmackDown is about. So let's tune in. Now, we are here live from Facebook and X as well as YouTube. You guys get double tap that screen. Get the likes as we come into the ring. Let's get the likes up. Now, like I said, this is literally the last day of August, and we got a PLE today. And we do also have an upcoming one. We got a busy weekend ahead of us. We got NXT No Mercy, you name it. And then we got Bad Blood, October coming up. Now, it's a lot of, we'll go over each thing on SmackDown. We'll go over each stuff that happened. We will go over, before we do that, we'll go over, it's really not that big of a match card, but we'll go over it anyway. Now, the match card is a few matches of SmackDown before Bash in Berlin. So we'll go over that. We'll look over, see what happened of SmackDown, what was advertised, because the stuff was taped before prior. So all the stuff was taped. It actually was on, since in the States, it was actually on yesterday afternoon. So let's check that out for one moment here. And we'll see the match card in a second. Let's see what's the whole ordeal here. Let's check that out. So let's see what the match card is. And the match card that was advertised for SmackDown, what was mainly the show was about. And this is SmackDown. Let's look that over for a moment. As you see, we got the SmackDown match card of Carmelo versus Andrade Part 4. Then you had LA Knight in an open challenge. And then we also had Michin versus the women's champion, Nia Jax, in a street fight. So let's get over that. Also, let's check to see who came into the building before we get to that. Figure 4 TV, salute to you. Thanks for coming out. Now, with that being said, also, we do have the bonus round. Let's not forget about that. And before we do get into the show, the bonus round will be how to book Gunther as world champion, the recent, newly won world heavyweight champion. So let's get that going. That's right. Hit the like button or double tap the screen. Let's get that on the board. Because we do have Bash in Berlin, I want to hurry up and cover the SmackDown before the PLE began, which will be 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. I know the pre-show's going on now, about 11:30. If you're Eastern Standard Time, it's 1 p.m. And I believe Pacific, it will be, I think, 10 a.m. Pacific time. But let's check that out. Let's go over each part of the show, shall we? Now, first thing we talk about here, Ludwig Kaiser. We know that there was an open challenge. Open challenge LA Knight had for his United States Championship. We knew that was the case, that he was going to have a open challenge as he had no challenger. And yes, Kaiser from Monday Night Raw came answer. He had a huge pop, very nice pop in his home country. Very solid match, but it ended up being LA Knight. Yeah, he ended up retaining the United States Championship. Very, very good bout between himself and Gunther. I'm sorry, Kaiser. I'm so used to Kaiser being tied to Gunther. It's kind of strange seeing Kaiser on his own, but I will say this. I will say this. Um, Kaiser, Kaiser is really come to his own. I know recently Undertaker said in an interview that he would he see Kaiser as a future main player in WWE. But this was a very good match between these two. Very good. These two was going back and forth. We knew that would be the case here. And Kaiser is a very good competitor, and he is a bad, bad heel. And I mean bad and is a good. He's doing his job. Now I mean he's terrible at his job. He's very good at his job. So don't get it twisted. That guy, he's definitely on one. And I love to see what WWE's gonna do with Kaiser next. And of course the win for LA Knight, his first, I think his first or second time defending United States Championship. I think second. But let's get to it. That was one match. Then we got Kevin Owens, and this is actually opening the show. Actually, um, this was a very good heated promo between KO and Cody. Kevin Owens said that he wants to. He told Cody he hurt his knee on the tour, and he has a lingering knee injury. Cody, however, says he's 100%. And it seemed like during the match, I think Kevin Owens gonna really play off that knee being injured. Watch out for that at Bash in Berlin. Also, Kevin Owens, he said that 80 years marked the anniversary date of when he won the Universal Championship on Monday Night Raw in that four-way match between himself, Big Cass, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns that Triple H gave him the assist on. He said ever since he won the title, he didn't feel proud. He didn't feel like he deserved to win that belt because he know Triple H helped him, and he said that tainted his championship run, and he did not like that at all. So with that being said, he said that he asked Cody Rhodes, will we have our championship match? If I beat you, or is it going to be tanked because you have that injured knee? And Cody Rhodes again said he's 100%. He's good. Very good heated promo between these two, and it is testing their friendship. Cody Rhodes said, Kevin Owens, she's supposed WrestleMania 38 that Cody Rhodes marked. That is the WrestleMania 38 that Cody returned to WWE following his stint in AEW. And he said that, this was the biggest match of your life, of your career. And then he's talking about Kevin Owens facing off against Stone Cold Steve Austin. And he said, I know you don't like the fact that even after your match, you had to share a spotlight of me return to WWE and being a surprise opponent and having a match with Seth Rollins. He said, I'll be angry too. And Kevin Owens has nothing to do with that. We're gonna be good. And Cody just flat out said it. Oh, after this match, are we gonna be friends afterwards? And that's when Kevin went to the side of Cody. He whispered in his ear, and that was it. Very good segment. Very, very heated between these two. So I'll love to see how this match gonna go down. However, this is not the main event for Bash in Berlin. It will be Gunther versus Randy Orton. Just want to just notate that. But very good segment there. Very good segment. Now let's get to another part of the show. We also had Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin tag team match versus Angel Garza and Berto. And as you see, Angel Garza and Berto won the match due to interference from Electra Lopez, scrapped the referee, and also Santos Escobar attacking Baron Corbin outside by the announce table. He ran him into the steel steps. This was an okay match. Like I said, it was a solid match though. No, it's not bad at all. Corbin and Corbin and Cruz actually work well together. Very good tag team. It's just not we're so used to seeing Baron Corbin being a babyface. For most of his career in WWE, he is known as a heel. And that's how he's always been known as. That's the only thing, just seems kind of odd still. I'm still trying to get used to his babyface Corbin, but nonetheless, win for Legato del Fantasia, or they call him Los Garza. This thing was just not over. I said this last week. This stable ain't doing a thing on SmackDown, and it sucks because I really had high hopes for this day was supposed to help Santos Escobar, and it seemed like nothing's working. But I digress. I notate this last week of what went wrong with SmackDown. I'm just reiterating it again the following week, which is now just a shame. Shame, shame, shame. Well, let's move on. We did, however, had part four. These guys been having a long feud. They had three previous encounters with Carmelo down 2-1 against himself and Andrade. And this was a good match. Again, Carmelo and Andrade do not disappoint me when it comes to their matches. And this is actually on free TV. It's not on PLE. Now, when I first saw Carmelo lose in the first two in Andrade, I said, come on, man. What are y'all doing, Carmelo? Why ain't you pushing this, man? What is the deal here? Why is he getting the short end of the stick every single time? But when he won last week, which I'm talking about Carmelo, I saw, okay, maybe something's changing. Maybe it's getting better. And then this match here was definitely a continuation of last week, getting better, building a good story between Andrade and Carmelo. Spanish Fly, I like the good spot with with Andrade, and I like how Carmelo hit the first 48. But very good matchup between these two once again, and Carmelo actually got the win this time. They are tied 2-2. Carmelo 2, Andrade 2, and he won with a clean pin with a flying leg drop. Melo don't miss, and he got Andrade, and that was it. But this was very high intensity feud. Expect this feud if it's not on the Bash and Berlin card. They're going to have a final. It's pretty much a series match. SmackDown series. Back in the day, SmackDown had the best of seven series. Chris Benoit, Booker T for United States Championship. I kind of feel like this is where I get vibes from this feud here with Carmelo and Andrade. Expect these two to culminate this feud at Bash. I'm sorry, at Bad Blood. Excuse me, Bad Blood. It'll be a steel cage match or whatever you want to call it. They're gonna have one final match because they need a decisive winner in this feud. And I believe that whoever wins this feud, as Figure 4 TV stated, they will go on to be the next challenger for LA Knights United States Championship. That's all this feud is about anyway. They both want the feud for the U.S. title. Carmelo lost. He screwed Andrade. Andrade getting it. It was Santos. So next person would be destined to be challenging LA Knight for the title. It only makes sense. It really does. But other than that, very good match between Carmelo and Andrade. And I can't wait to see their next matchup, whether it's on SmackDown or Bad Blood, wherever they're going to have it. Because it's been very good storytelling between both of these competitors. Now we have a main event here. And we have Mia Yim challenging Nia Jax for her WWE Women's Championship. This is in a street fight. And this is a good segment too. Very good segment. Nia Jax just so smooth in the ring. Like I said before, if anything, Nia Jax should get best improved wrestler for the women's for 2024. Her and Liv Morgan should be up in the running for most improved because both of these women have improved. But I'm specifically talking about Nia Jax from the moment she returned to WWE last September on Monday Night Raw. Remember, guys, when she came at the end of Raw, she took out everybody, Rhea Ripley, Raquel Rodriguez, everybody. She's been on the terror since then. And this is right before the TKO, had went into effect of purchasing WWE. It was that Raw before it. I remember like it was yesterday. And see her come full circle now. She got drafted to SmackDown. She was even competed for the Women's World Championship at Elimination Chamber this year with Rhea. Very good feud there. Then here she gets drafted to SmackDown. She wins Queen of the Ring, challenges Bayley for the Women's Championship at SummerSlam, wins the SummerSlam, has this alliance with Tiffany Stratton. Nia's the queen, Tiffany's the princess. Very good character development. Everything with Nia Jax since the moment she returned to WWE. So she should definitely be up and running, if not one of the top runners for 2024 Most Improved Wrestler of the Year. I was thinking about this yesterday, and it makes sense. She should get that award if they have that. I know PWI has everything. Pro Wrestling Illustrated, they always have these awards every year. She should be in that category. If not her, definitely Liv Morgan, another person that developed since she for this past year. But Nia Jax, her and Michin, they tore it up as usual, setting up the tables, good spots there. Nia Jax went through a power bomb by Michin. Also, it was good to the WWE highlighted Mia Yim past as the TNA Knockouts champion before she came to WWE. But the turning point in this match is when both competitors, which is well, not both competitors, but both the champion and the challenger, Nia and Michin, were down. Tiffany comes down running with the briefcase. She looked like she wanted to think about cashing on Nia since she was out. And then she saw Michin get up. She hit her with a briefcase once Nia got up and looked at her and recognized, like, what are you doing? And when just after all of that, we have Bailey, who the first time she's returned to SmackDown since losing at SummerSlam for her Women's Championship to Nia Jax. She came and attacked Tiffany, threw over the barricade. The next thing you know, Michin, she got that work by Nia, put that can over her. She did her she got the Samoa drop too. That was a good spot. She put Mia Yim through the Samoa drop, then crushed her in the trash can with her finisher. It was just great. Mia Yim took the L like a champ. Really doing a good job putting Nia over as a champion and as a dominant force of the women's division. But definitely, it was a very good match. Very good way to close out SmackDown before Bash and Berlin, the go-home show.
Michin taking the fight to Jax. Nia, though, Samoa drop through the...
So that was good. Very good main event between these two. And there you go. We had the end of SmackDown between, like I said, very good way to close out the show. Now, like I said, Nia will not be at Bash and Berlin. She won't be defending her belt. So she won't be defending championship, anything like that. Tiffany Stratton's not involved in no match. It's only 5 matches on the card. I did a prediction on that. But we're going to see what's going to happen next in the story. Very, very good story. I got to give it to him. Very good story between these two. I like where this is going. And I like where Nia Jax is going because I couldn't stand a lot of people, maybe not just me. I couldn't stand Nia Jax for years. I didn't understand. I understood the time why she was there because of her name. I just did not like her for years. I'm like, man, she's terrible. She's lousy, clumsy, too botchy. But now she's really, really coming to her own, and she's came full circle. So that's what's up. That is what's up, and I like what it's going with Nia and her character. Jason Ward, salute to you, said very entertaining match. Yes, definitely was. Mary Bateson, salute to you, said hi everyone from Ohio. Oh, okay, you from Ohio? What part of Ohio are you from? Sandusky, Ohio, Cleveland. That's good though. So thanks for coming out. Yeah, this is a very good main event of the show. Very good main event. I like to see where like I said, where the story's gonna go next with Nia. I like to see everything where it's gonna move. But this was a solid show. Very, very solid show. Very good way to close out SmackDown. Very good way to close out the show. Toledo, okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. But other than that though, guys, that was the end of SmackDown. Now I'm gonna go to my review in a second, and I'll also go to what went wrong with SmackDown. I always do that here. I'll go over key points of the show, and then we're gonna enter the bonus round. We're gonna see what's going on next. But let's do that. So we had all the matches here. Now, based off the review here, SmackDown's a good 4 out of 5. Actually, I would say honestly, I'm being a little modest here. I think it's actually a 5 out of 5 because I didn't see no problems with this show as far as as far as my other parts of the show. It was a very good show though. Ohio State Buckeye play today. Oh, okay, that's cool. Okay, 5 out of 5 with SmackDown. Carmelo and Andrade been really impressive. They've been doing their thing, and then we had LA Knight, which was a good surprise of Andrade. I'm sorry, Kaiser. Kaiser, excuse me, Kaiser answering the challenge. So very good for him. Also, the main event was good. And then we have some segments here, Solo and his segment, and of course, Solo and his segment too, and Bianca and Jay getting hyped up for their matchup, everything. So it's definitely going to be a good one, guys. Definitely a solid one. We're going to see what's going to happen next, what's going on next. So we're gonna check it out. Other than that, though, guys, we're gonna get into what went wrong with SmackDown. I like LA Knight. He rocks. Oh yeah, LA Knight. I like LA Knight. Yeah, yeah. But other than that, though, guys, we're gonna get to what went wrong with SmackDown right now. And I normally go over what went wrong with SmackDown, what the issues I seen with the show, what things could have been better, what can improve, of whatever sort. Even if I do give it a high rating like I did for this show, I'm gonna go over to that right now, and I'll go over that right now. Actually, one point is Apollo and Baron. They're a great tag team. I'm not taking nothing from them. I'm not taking nothing from them at all. But but they are not getting over as a tag team. I don't see them getting over as a tag team. The crowd is behind them, but not like they should. And I think WWE at some point, maybe not right now, they are going to eventually split them up, make Baron turn on Apollo, or Apollo turn on Baron, or they go to separate ways on separate shows. I do not see nothing big happening with this tag team. Now, given they may compete for the tag team championships, may try to win those, I just don't see it happening. I don't see it. But other than that, though, I could very well see. This tag team ain't gonna be around forever. I don't see it. I don't see how it will go down. How it even makes sense, but Baron, I said this earlier, him as a baby face kind of seemed odd. And that's why I think that's the route they're going to go into. I just don't see it. I really don't. I'm trying to, but I don't see anything with it. So, other than that, we're going to get into the next one. Next part I saw wrong with SmackDown. Michin. Great main event match she was in with Nia Jax. But I think WWE just make her an enhancement talent. Now, I like Michin in the ring. I like the fact that they're putting on TV. She was doing double duty for a while. She just recently stopped being on 2 shows, which was SmackDown and NXT. For guys who follow, she was doing 2 shows for a while. She put over Jada Parker, and made her look good. And look what Jada Parker's at now currently. But also SmackDown, she's putting over Nia Jax. I think she lost against Tiffany Stratton. She's been taking the brunt end of the stick ever since she's returned to WWE 2 years ago. And I feel like, since she is a great talent, WWE is making her nothing more than enhancement talent. I have not seen her even make us think she was going to win the women's championship. Now we knew, despite her being challenging Nia, we knew that Nia was going to retain. But I would like to see WWE do something with Michin, give her a women's title run, or if WWE does, I heard they are going to eventually give a secondary women's championship on the main roster. Maybe she could be one of those people to win that championship at some given point. I feel like she's in the Same boat as Natalia, someone who's a longtime veteran, has great talent, but WWE does not pushes them to any big accomplishment. It's like, I mean, not even just a championship, like a Queen of the Ring, a Royal Rumble, Money in the Bank, it's just something, some type of accolade to her name. Michi has not won any championships since she's been on the main roster, not even a tag team championship. Now, Natalia, however, Natalia's been a former women's world champion. She's won I think she won a Divas title in the SmackDown, now known as the Women's World title. She's been a tag team champion. Michi, and they haven't done nothing with her, and I don't get it. Why are they making her just enhancement talent? She needs to get a championship at some point. Now, I don't know what her contract situation is, but at some point in her career, give her some type of accolade, something that's respectable, at least some before her career's over. I would like to see if they're gonna do that. So with that being said, that and also the Baron Corbin and Paul Cruz, both of those get put on the list.
What's gonna happen? No. Words? No. You just made the list.
So yeah, both of those situations made the list. I think it stinks though. Definitely thinks it stinks. Um, Alpha Lion, do you see Dean Ambrose coming back? Yes and no. I don't know. I heard him and Triple H are good, but I don't know what they would do with him. He come back. I mean, the roster has significantly changed since he left in 2019. It's nowhere near like it was. Besides the change of leadership, I don't know what they would do with him now. I wish Jimmy and Jay would come back. I think they would at some point. Lawrence West, good afternoon. Salute to you. Thanks for coming out. If Dean come back, would it be Shield versus New Bloodline? That could be a good story. That's the only story I could see Dean or John Moxley being in, because he's not doing none of AEW. But Michin, yeah, they need to do something with her. I don't know what the whole deal is with Michin not being booked properly. Like I said, I would like to see something going on with her at some point. Just at some given point, do something with her character. Something. I mean, other than that, though, like I said, I like how they mentioned she was a former knockout champion, which I don't understand. Why aren't they giving her a push? Why aren't they doing anything with her? Unless they're saving her for a special moment. I don't know. But something needs to happen with her at some point. Every time we see her, she's losing. She's always on the losing end of everything. So I just don't understand that. I really don't. Hopefully that changes during time, because we need to see something going to happen with her. But I get it. Everybody cannot win. Everybody cannot win the whole, win matches and being pushed. Someone has to take a loss. And unfortunately, Michin is one of them that's taking losses right now. I don't see no other win of anything other sort from her. But only time will tell will be the next move, what's going to happen next. Hopefully, I'm wrong. They do something with Michin, and I really hope she stays with WWE. She doesn't leave again, because that frustration of not pushing someone, or they don't feel like they're getting, for all the hard work they're putting in, they shouldn't get where they at. That leads to them wanting to leave the company and everything else for that matter. So we can't forget about that either. So let's keep that in mind. I just want to keep that in mind. Let you guys think about that for a moment. So, like I said, great talent. Great talent. Just do something with her besides have her lose to everybody. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. They do that, it'll be a solid deal. And I know once she get her due, it's gonna be definitely a big moment for her career. But other than that, though, let's see what the next move is gonna be for Michin. See how they're gonna move forward her career, because Michin, I think, is getting up in age. But that's my opinion on that situation. That is the second thing I saw happen. Another thing I'm going to get into. Let's get to it right now. One more thing I saw on what went wrong with SmackDown, and this Tiffany Stratton. Stop teasing Tiffany Stratton cash in attempt. Stop teasing us. Every time we look up, Tiffany Stratton is teasing a cash in, and I think it's a recurring theme, not just money back contract for women's but men's. Like we get it, she wants to cash in. We get it. You're teasing the rivalry between herself, a potential rivalry between herself and Nia Jax. That we know that she wants to cash in or not. We get that. Just don't run into the ground, please. Don't run into the ground. That's something we don't want to see as fans. But I get what they're trying to do. They have to push the narrative, but don't do it like this. And I want her at least hold on to the contract until at least until after the new year, which I believe they will, because they're gonna use that contract to sell merchandise. But don't just do that. She's this is the second, third time we've seen her do this, and this needs to stop. Really needs to stop. So I would like to see them stop doing that. It's really getting annoying. It's getting real tired. And with that being said, you already know what kind of list I'm gonna put this on. I'm putting this on the list again for somebody not see I like on SmackDown. So yes, it goes on the list absolutely.
You know what's gonna happen? No. Words? No. You just made the list.
So yes, this definitely goes on the list. But other than that, though, Tiffany Stratton's doing a great job. I like her and Nia Jax's story. I like how she's helping Nia. They're setting up what she's gonna turn on Nia. I get that. Just don't tease the contract almost every couple weeks. Every so often you tease it, and that's when we was it'll make the story more compelling. Alpha Alliance said they got CM Punk after all them problems. Silver came back. Yeah, they did. Yeah, like I said, anything's possible with Dean Ambrose. Other than the Shield, I just don't see no other major story for him. That's all you got is the Shield. It's too much. It's too many people on the roster. But other than that, though, guys, this is we're end of the first round. We're talking about SmackDown. Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. Cody Owens and Kevin Owens friendship tested before Bash in Berlin. So we're talking about KO and Cody Rhodes. We're talking about these matches here. So what went wrong with SmackDown? Now we're going over that. But before we do, we got to get to the bonus round here. We're gonna start the bonus round, and we're gonna we're gonna talk about Gunther, how to book him as world champion. Gunther, the in-ring general, the current champion, world champion. We're gonna talk about how he will be booked champion. So stick around for that. And we're gonna get into that. Oh yeah, it's got an update. I said Kevin Owens and Cody will be main event. Now I'm hearing that they're gonna open it. So like I said, we'll be here for a little bit longer. But let's talk about Gunther. Let's get into it. We gonna get to because I know everybody wants to see Bash in Berlin. I got one more round here, guys, and we gonna start. So let's get into that. So you guys give me a few moments, and we will begin. We will begin the bonus round. So let's get that going. Double tap the screen for likes. Give me. We gonna get that started. All right, we are here at the bonus round, guys. We're gonna talk about how to book Gunther as World Heavyweight Champion. Double tap the screen. Let's get the likes. We're gonna talk about that right now. Now we know Gunther is the newly won World Heavyweight Champion. We know he won a World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. But thing about it is, we know at Bash in Berlin, he's more likely going to retain against Randy Orton. We know that's going to be the case here. But now, what's going to happen after he holds his title? Now we're talking about Gunther here. And thing about it is, we're going to talk about Gunther Bad Blood. So at Gunther Bad Blood, how would you book Gunther as World Heavyweight Champion? And I believe after he does retain his World Heavyweight title versus Randy Orton in the main event, we're going to have Gunther Bad Blood. And it's going to be for his world title. Who would be his next competitor? Who could be the next guy to challenge him? How would that go when it comes to challenging and fighting for that world title? Who would be next competitor? I believe if I was to book it, it would be against Bronson Reed. I think Bronson Reed versus Gunther will be a great rivalry, and I believe he's the next one to challenge Gunther for his world title. Look at all the stuff Big Bronson Reed has done on Raw. He's taken out Seth Rollins with 8 tsunamis. He's taken out R-Truth. He beat Miz in a very, very dominating match. And he recently just took out Braun Strowman on Raw when he did tsunami on top of a car outside the building. So all that work, and it kind of reminiscent of the Mark Henry Hall of Pain run. If you guys remember Mark Henry, before he won the World Heavyweight Championship, he was taking everybody out. And it's kind of what the same thing Bronson Reed's on. And I think with all that hard work and dominance that he's been putting in, he could be next in line to challenge Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. And it could be a Bad Blood or a Raw or whatever the case may be. I think they should have a good rivalry going on because Bronson Reed does have the most steam on Raw. If you look at the whole Raw roster, besides Bronson Reed, who else has been dominating? Who else has been taking over, taking every opportunity you can get? The only person I would put somewhat in line close to Bronson Reed, you could say this person named to Braun Breaker. You could say him too, but see, Braun Breaker's already the Intercontinental Champion. He did just win that belt from Sami Zayn at SummerSlam, as you guys know. So I don't see him being to challenge Gunther just yet, since he does hold the second most important championship on Raw. Now, the Intercontinental Championship, Gunther did put some respect on the Intercontinental Championship, made it very prestigious again, as well as the Miz back in 16. But since Braun Breaker does have the Intercontinental Championship, the second most important championship for the men's roster on Raw, I would say Bronson Reed does not have a title, and why wouldn't he not challenge for the world title? Because he could say, hey, I've beaten Braun Strowman, I've beaten Seth Rollins, who was the first ever World Heavyweight Champion, I took out R-Truth, I beat The Miz. What makes you think I can't take out Gunther too? I've taken out a lot of guys bigger than him and strong as well. Why not? And I think Bronson Reed, with that being said, will be a great contender for the world title. I don't see it being a bad idea to have Bronson Reed challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship at Bad Blood. Because let's face it, Randy Orton is not going to win the World Heavyweight Championship at Bash in Berlin. And if he were, remember, Randy Orton is a SmackDown superstar. I highly doubt they will have 2 world champions on SmackDown, considering that Cody Rhodes is already the WWE champion on SmackDown. So they're not going to do that. One champion, one show. Since Cody's the WWE champion, if Randy were to win, now you could say too, oh, Randy's going to stay on Raw. But he's not, because Randy Orton has unsettled business with the Bloodline. He's going to revert back to that after this match with Gunther is over for the World Heavyweight Championship. This is just a good person to challenge Gunther, as Gunther's near his home country in Germany. and it'll be Gunther's first world title defense. And Randy Orton is a very good name for that. So with that being said, who else is in line to challenge Gunther right now? Who else is going to go for Gunther in his World Heavyweight Championship? Bronson Reed will be a great challenger for that. He's the man for the job. Nick Lee Gaiman Yeet. That's right. I think he's a great competitor for it. I don't see why not.
Yeet.
I don't see why Bronson Reed will be a good challenger. Now, Bronson Reed, they're really building him. And I think him and now, however the match will go, what kind of stipulation it could be, they could go a whole bunch of different ways for that. Now, these two here, they could go a steel cage match. They could have a chair match, or it could just be a regular one-on-one match. If this is going to be his first meeting with Gunther, first time challenging for the World Heavyweight Championship, doesn't even have to be a special kind of match. Could just be regular, and they can just go off that and they call it a day. But I think Gunther should be challenged next by Bronson Reed for this world title because I don't see anybody else. If you look at the line on Raw, who's going to do it? It's not going to be Jey Uso. I'll put that out there. Jey Uso will not be one of them. He's already supposed to be in the tournament to be qualified for the Intercontinental Champion. I don't see it being him. Not the Miz. Miz not going to challenge for it. No, most of the guys on Raw are on tag teams like the New Day or some about to break up. What, Karrion Kross? I mean, Chad Gable. Who's going to be next challenger? Uncle Howdy? I mean, most people on Raw are either a stable, tag team, or just became a singles competitor. Bronson Reed will be the next best person to challenge Gunther for the world title. I'm thinking on Raw right now, looking down the roster. Braun Strowman's not going to challenge him. He's got to take about Bronson Reed. I mean, who else could it be? Seth Rollins is out. Drew McIntyre and CM Punk got a feud. Now, I can see them down the line, one of those two competing for the world title, as Drew just held the world title at WrestleMania. Maybe CM Punk, but that's down the line, though. Not right now. Who else can challenge Gunther for his World Heavyweight Championship? That's on Raw right now. Nobody. Not Jay, not Sami Zayn, not Chad Gable, not Braun Strowman, not The Miz, not Seth Rollins. Nobody. Not Ilya Dragunov, not CM Punk or Drew. Gunther will be challenged best if Bronson Reed comes after him. Now, like I said, they have a regular one-on-one match, a big man versus big man. We see that Bronson Reed could work very well with the other big men. We see that. And I see him having great success with Gunther as well. And it'll make Gunther look strong too. He said, hey, I did beat Randy Orton, but I beat a monster in Braun Strowman. I gave him the work. Because all they trying to do is just make this title look, keep this prestige on this championship here. That's all they want to do. And a great way to do it for Bad Blood for this champion, Gunther, is to have this match here. And I think that'd be a great scenario. I don't see why they wouldn't go that route. I think it'd be a great idea. I don't see why they wouldn't go that route. It would be a bad idea if they didn't do that, honestly. But yeah, they should definitely go that route and have these two battle it out. Now, will they have another matchup per se after this? I would say no. They don't have to do that either. They can just have a one-off match, call it a day. I definitely see something going on where Bronson Reed's going to approach Gunther. I can see it now. As soon as Gunther retains his title, he goes on the next Monday Night Raw. He's going to have a speech, whatever, how he cannot be beaten. He defeated Orton, and he put Orton down. I can see him very well saying, no one can challenge me now. I got everybody on lock. And that's when Bronson Reed's going to hit the music, and he's going to come out, and he will be the next challenger for Gunther's World Heavyweight Championship. I don't see why not. So What do you guys think of that? Nightclub Gamer said, bro, tonight Gunther title lost. Oh, you got Gunther losing the title to Orton? I don't know. I don't think Orton's going to win right now. Because you got to remember, Gunther is in the main event. He just won the title. And also, you got to keep in mind, Gunther also is an Australian. He's not too far from, his homeland. I know it's in Germany, but they still like Australians over there. So that would be more, it's pretty much home field or home arena advantage for Gunther. I don't see why they would put Orton over Gunther. So Gunther will retain. He'll retain the title. If he loses, it'd be a shocker, but I don't see that happening tonight. I would like Orton to win the title again. I just don't see it happening right now against Gunther. But like I said, next challenger for the world title will be Bronson Reed. And I think that would be a great feud because Bronson Reed have all the components to challenge for the world title. He has nothing but more reason to go after the world title. And I don't see anybody getting his way of challenging for the title. If so, he's going to take him out like he took out the rest of the people. And that's something you do not want to see or happen again because we've seen that enough. Mr. Bronson Reed don't play that. Ask the guys he's taking out. But other than that, though, guys, you let me know what you think. Who do you got? You got will Bronson Reed lose to Gunther, or like say in the chat, you don't even see Gunther making it to Bad Blood. But that'll be interesting to see what's going to happen next. Very interesting to see what the next move is going to be. And that's all I have regarding bonus round was about Gunther. And how will he be booked as world champion? That we talked about SmackDown, Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens friendship tested. And now we're talking about how to book Gunther as world champion. How would be the best way to book him? I appreciate you guys coming out. We are going to get ready. Yeah, I'm getting off now. We are going to I'm going to cover Bash and Berlin here, the post coverage show. So keep a lookout for that. Keep the notification bell on. Appreciate you guys coming out. Listen to what I had to say. Soon to videos will pop up for a red carpet ring. Click the 2 links below. Let's get ready to watch Bash and Berlin. See who wins what match and what not. You guys already know what it is. It is OUNT.
If you come at the king.
Something happened this weekend, and I've been struggling with it since I retired. But this weekend gave me closure.
Wow.
It really did. Like, it was fun. Obviously, it was fun. I mean, you can't, doing this for as long as I have and being involved.